Grizzled Survivor channel, and today we're out testing our new GoPro that we received for Christmas. My old one kind of had a mishap where it got dropped in water, and then after I thought it was pretty much a lost cause, today I go to turn it on and it works just fine. But we have a new GoPro, and so that's kind of what we're working with here today. And this adventure today is more just a camera test. They're doing the stock show up by our normal location where we like to urban explore, and so we're just kind of walking around testing the new GoPro. We're gonna see how it does. I do have the old GoPro working as well. This is like some storage unit here. There's garbage. Kind of see how it does compared to the old camera. And now today I'm not using any of them, but this GoPro came with all sorts of attachments and stuff as well. Those stairs go up. Hopefully we find some cool stuff today. I don't want to bore y'all. But, you know, I hope y'all had a happy holiday and start of your New Year's going well. We're going to have a year-end review coming of our stuff we did last year as well. So hang in for that. Alright. I just mainly wanted to come down this alley to do my introduction for today. We're going to exit the alley, and I'll turn the camera back on when we get to more exciting things. So here we are above the Cherry Creek Trail. It's one that we haven't followed a whole ton on this show, because between this and the Platte River Trail, the Platte River tends to be more industrialized and remote than Cherry Creek. Cherry Creek is a lot nicer, as you can see, than the Platte River, but it also lacks a lot of the water volume to make it a viable industrial resource beyond just, you know, the creek. But here it is. It's a beautiful day. Hard to believe that we're just starting off the new year here. It should be snow. I know you out on the East Coast, so those of you watching the show out east have definitely been getting hit. But here, as you can see, pretty damn nice in Denver, Colorado today. That's for sure. Got like a little area down there that you're not supposed to go. They've actually wrangled most of the homeless people out of here. This used to be a big stretch for all the homeless people to camp out at. These weird little gazebos and stuff. We got this one over here. I closed this gazebo down because everyone was camped out down here. Alright, well, let's get back to our wandering here. As I said, we don't really have a set destination in mind today. This is more of a camera test than anything else, so I apologize if we don't find anything too exciting today. Unfortunately, where we've been out of Glowsville, the stock show is going on right now, so the stockyards and the other areas that we've been going to, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of access up there right now unless we want to deal with 1,000 cowboys. So we're just wandering these standard areas here. Mural in this alleyway here. You got like a Like King drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon. Hipsters drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon as well. Not really my drink necessarily. So here we are in a tunnel underneath of Broadway and Alameda. And we have been here on my show before, I'm pretty sure. Okay. So that way's Lakewood, I do believe. We have been down here before. We've walked along the railroad tracks right along this area. The Platte River is underneath that other underpass there, the one that we're walking towards now. And if you cross down down a couple streets of lights, you'll end up on the Platte River. So we have been down here before. I figure this is a good place to test the camera, though. I wonder if there's a way to get up there. They built these apartments over here really fast. Just last year, we came down here. This was like empty field leading over to this area, and now you've got houses and all sorts of construction. Well, let's see what kind of adventures we can get into down here today. I don't really know my way around here. I mean, I know my way around, but not really once you get off the river. So I guess we'll just see where we end up today. Alright, so we did manage to find a new area down here that we have not been to. We've been by it. We've not been to it. It's kind of between the Platte River Station and where we were just at on Broadway, headed north. It's like this industrial sector up here. Probably walk up the street and try to find our way back to where we were before. Sorry, this is a short episode. It's just trying to get into it again after the holidays and the new year, you know. I will say, thankfully, it's cooling off down here. It's extremely hot earlier, despite the fact that we were in the middle of January. Had to think. So yeah, this is down in Lakewood, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure how it connects to the rest of it. Now, one thing I don't really like about this GoPro, I think it has a zoom feature. And I'm pretty sure that the one I had before was just a knockoff GoPro, but I don't think this one has a zoom feature. But if you look dead ahead where I'm filming now, you should be able to see the stadium. Looks like the streets just go on and on down there. This alley and see where it goes. Another downside of this GoPro is there's no screen on it, so I can't really see what I'm filming, although I'm pretty sure the GoPro has a pretty wide field of view. At least my other one did, and I still have that as well. So you may see videos in the future where we're kind of splicing footage together, and you may notice like camera footage kind of changes. That's just if I decide to use my other camera as well. As it stands, it's going to need the SD card out of this one, so it might not be so feasible. So like over here, really interesting looking bag. It had like rust on it. So we've never been here before, so at least I did find something new for us to do today. Even though that might not be the most interesting thing. Now there's a park over there, so I think we're gonna go head over that direction before we head home. Unfortunately, with daylight savings time in full effect, I mean, you can see my shadow there. It's only 2 o'clock right now, and it feels like the sun's about to set already. That's the downside to Colorado here. There's like a car under a tarp back there. There are a fair amount of people in this area today too, surprisingly. So over there, I don't know if you can see, it's a big shiny canine statue, and that's going to be the Platte River Trail. I recognize where we're at now to a degree. We're by these ball fields where people come and play sports ball. Oh, we got cops up there, so we certainly don't want to go on this stretch of railroad here, for sure. We just came from down there. And up there you can see we've got cops, so we'll go back the way we came. We'll go back this way. We'll stay off of the railroad property. There's like a heap of stuff there. A front end of someone's car sitting here. I guess I vote we investigate the park down there before we call her quits, so we could continue to go up this road though and see where she goes. Looks like RTD's got something going on over here. I guess there's not much up here really, it's just a dead end. I don't think it goes anywhere other than here. You got like the semi-truck yard. Yep, it looks like the road just dead ends right here. You got private property on every side. It doesn't look like this actually goes anywhere. It looks like it just dead ends. Kind of an interesting area here. You got these big trucks, looks like one's undergoing some maintenance. So yeah, the road just kind of dead ends up here. Which makes sense because it kind of gets bisected by the highway and stuff further up there. So let's just go back the way we came. That's like an RTD bus depot yard there. And then this looks like part of the depot yard there as well. It's a cool little street, really. It's kind of like out of the way. There's not a lot of people. Even comparing it down the street there to Alameda, there's a lot of people, and up here it's a lot quieter of an area. So I'm kind of glad we found this little industrial area. It's a good place to test the camera out today. Probably try to go do some more tomorrow after work, because I'm going to be up near where we were urban exploring last time, up in Globesville. So that'll be probably a good opportunity to sneak up there. Guess we'll just see how work does tomorrow, how tired and broke I am afterwards. Alright, let's cross back over before I get hit by this car. And we're still filming. You'll catch glimpses of me on this show here and there, but I don't want to make myself the focal point, honestly. So let's keep going towards the park down here. looks like a scrapyard over there as well. Alright, well, let's head over into the park here. Probably gonna kill my camera when we get by these people. Look at this structure here is pretty odd. There's where we came from. It's a pretty odd building. Looks like the railroad cars used to come in here, and possibly still do. Yeah, very strange looking building. Here's what the front of this building is. Steel working shop. General iron and steel. We can go up more that way. Got geese. Alright. Man, I'm really torn. Guess we'll head down this way, and then we'll loop back and go the other way. Man, that truck sure put out a lot of smoke. It needs to be looked at. Ugh. Let me show you how to fashion a shirt into a gas mask. No, I'm just joking. Ugh, seriously though. These little shops over here, those certainly look abandoned there. See, it looks pretty abandoned. Oh, it might not be a park at all, considering it looks fenced off. Battery power still looks pretty good on this guy. That's the problem with the other one, is the battery life wasn't the greatest. So what is this big empty area here? Some sort of park? Some sort of golf course? Another little abandoned looking shop there with like a radio antenna. It's like an abandoned looking car over here. It looks like a park, but it's like entirely fenced off. There you got some sort of truck going past us. Guess we'll go up this way for now. Looks like it is a park, as weird as that may seem. And we've got kind of an industrial area down there. As soon as we can cross this street, though, we will. I guess we're going to try to go to the west more here. And then we'll turn around and come back up this way and start working our way home. As I said, you can see the sunlight's already going away here. There's a big empty corner plot. So then, yeah, that just looks like a big park area. It's very strange, though. It's like completely fenced off, except for a gap in the fence there. I don't know if that's supposed to be some sort of soccer field or what that is. But let's follow this road up and around real fast and see where we end up. This is Granger. They have like a bunch of shit you can order from them for like maintenance stuff and like restaurant work, and then you can come pick it up here if you call it in advance. It's something smells amazing. Made me hungrier than I gave myself credit for. So it is indeed a park. There's children playing up over there. Like, what is this park about? Let's cross over. There's one structure in this park I want to go check out down here. Looks more like a drainage pond than anything else. It's just strange. It's like so wide open and just like empty. Just nothing going on here. Alright. However, it's all coming together here because the way I wanted to go is actually the way the road goes here. We don't have any choice but to go the way that I said we were going to. Yeah, so here's like a drainage ditch, and then over here's like a tunnel access. See, this like area of the park is like, I guess if you fall in the pit, you're out of bounds if you're playing soccer over there. Alright, so yeah. This park's like a drainage area. Still frozen over here. Even though it's like 50 degrees today. Walking on the ice. It doesn't look like you can get inside of those, though. The gross water's creeping up. We better get off of here. Our ice flow's not as solid as it seemed, see? The water's creeping up over it. Alright, well, I'm going to take a little break here, roll myself up a blunt, and we'll get back to it in a second. Alright, we're back, and we're in the same area. We haven't moved. I just wanted to get prepared to do the rest of my trip. This hill, these dead trees, looks pretty cool. So let's go up the hill and see where we're at. Here's a view of where we've been. We came from there. Here's that park. You got like a dead end road here. The park officially ends there. Too interesting back here. It's like someone at one point in time had a tent set up. Where does that go? Can we get up there? And then it puts you behind this building here. There's a cool little area. If anyone's living out here, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to disturb you, I'm just doing YouTube stuff. I'll be out of here in a second. Oh, I don't think anyone lives in that box anymore. Alright, let's continue our journey towards my side of town now. Don't want to work. Looks like people were camped out here in the past. They've since moved on. I imagine being camped next to someone's house gets pretty rough. All right. Got some geese flying over. Flying confusingly enough to the north. But okay, maybe they want to go back home. No, I once was musing about how Canadian geese, they don't go to a very warm spot for the wintertime, because Colorado and Wyoming, where I'm from, are extremely cold. And, you know, someone pointed out that it is a great deal warmer than their native climate of Canada. Although I beg to differ in some cases, but... oh wow. This road really loops around here. No one comes out here and does any maintenance on it. You can see the ice. As I said, I've been sweating today. I don't even have a jacket on out here. Like, look at all this ice. It's really like no one comes out here and works the sidewalk at all, for sure. But it does look like someone occupies this building, whatever it is. It's like a church. We were just behind it. I don't know if you can see over there is where that box that we just saw was, and we had the option to kind of come up behind it here, but I didn't really feel like that would accomplish anything. Oh, look at this church. It's a fucking weird one. You got like the main building up there that comes down into this like industrial looking building over here. Anyway, I have a vague idea where I'm at, but I don't really know where I'm at right now, so that's why we're kind of working back towards what I believe to be a direction that will lead me back towards my home. Although as I said, I am uncertain as to where I am. It's an upside down couch. I was wondering what that was. You got this nice little wooded area over here behind the church and behind this building here. Over there you see the weird building that we always see up on 6th Avenue. We always see it like off the highway. It's a weird, I don't know what it is. One of these days I'll figure it out. We're actually approaching it from like the side you would use to enter it, so we're getting a little bit of a better understanding of an area where we've been all around it, but we just haven't been to it. But I'm glad we actually ended up in this area today, because I was worried that my show, we wouldn't see any cool industrial areas or post-apocalyptic looking areas, and I feel like out here we're really away from the hustle and bustle of the city while still being like directly in the middle of Denver, Colorado. And I always find areas like this kind of strange. I mean, some people might not understand, but areas like this are always weird to me. It's like the industrial area, there's really no frivolous people wandering, only, you know, necessary personnel. It kind of seems restricted, like you shouldn't be up here wandering around. So I can't tell if this is just the bakery for King Soopers or if this is a King Soopers, but I have to imagine it's just the bakery. But you know, maybe I'm misunderstanding this concept, but I thought that every King Soopers had a bakery inside of it. I don't know. I guess I was under the impression they baked all their goods in-house. But now you got me thinking y'all get it from the bakery. Maybe it's for like bigger things. Like I'd eat 60,000 biscuits and then you'd come here to get them. I don't know. This definitely looks like a King Soopers area here. Got some earplugs on the ground. I like the machine noises. I don't know why someone would need earplugs. I guess if you work in the factory, it probably gets a lot louder than it is out here. Certainly looks like a King Soopers area, though. We're getting up towards some sort of street. I really have no idea what street it is. I'm gonna guess one of the avenues. And I know my way around Denver pretty well. But we do get in these areas where we've never been, where I have no idea where we're at. Let's loop around over to this side here. There's a lot of people out, surprisingly. And I don't want to, like, get in trouble for, like, being out here where I shouldn't be. Where does this alleyway go? It's like to another King Soopers set of stuff. Yeah, there's like so many people out today. So we are on 2nd Avenue. I knew we were working our way up back towards the avenues. Wonder where that thing would have dumped us off at. I just didn't want to, like, go through there and end up in the yard where people are working. That would certainly would be the first time we ever got caught on this show. Oh, there's a vet over here. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of spy work to see where that thing would have dumped us out. And if it would have dumped us out in an alright spot, we may go back and wander. The Denver Rubber Company. There's a dispensary or a grow house around here somewhere. And over there's the Platte River Trail. So I do know where we're at now. I've actually been in this area before. I feel like we have, maybe we haven't. I think normally we're on the other side of the Platte River, but today we're not. We're on this side. So we would have been locked into that little yard area, it looks like. Well, I'm curious as to where we go, where we're at, and how we get back to where we need to go. That's a better question. Go to this dead end and figure out what we're doing and where we're at. So far, this GoPro is doing alright. It's got a lot better battery life than my other GoPro, and that enables me to prolong these adventures, but unfortunately, you know, we're at the mercy of the daylight. Wow, look at the plants growing up that fence back there. Pontoon boat back there. better day to come down to an area like this, where it doesn't look like a lot of these places are open on Sundays. So here's where that, going across that building there would have dumped us off right here. Right by where there's a bunch of police. So it's a good thing we didn't do it. Looks like that's just a security guard, but still. Squirrel scared the shit out of me. See, we would have gone through there and ended up over here. Alright, well let's get back on the main street. We're going to decide what we want to do here. So we may just want to continue up north here. It looks like we've got some interesting stuff. I know for a fact once we get to 8th Avenue that we can just easily connect back over with the Platte River Trail and get back home. So I really want to go back to the west because it looks like the terrain gets pretty interesting over there as well, but we just don't have battery power time or memory power, really. I mean, we're running low on everything. It looks like this street up here ends too, though, so let's just go up there first. And we'll come back down this way and decide where we're going. There's the highway, so I know the Platte River Trail's right over there. Some cool steps, like corrugated metal. Alright. So over there's that weird building. Ah, this is the problem where I'm smelling the weed at. This is a dispensary here, it looks like. Yeah, they're a medical only, so. It's quiet. Really quiet around here. Got like a yard full of construction materials there. Steve's Automotive. City counter will call. What the hell is this? So I guess our current goal is to connect it to 8th Avenue by hook or by crook. It looks like we have 4th Avenue here if it actually goes anywhere. Well, let's go investigate down here. Is this something that's permanently parked on the tracks? Is is just something that they have on the trucks for now. So it's a BNSF. We see a lot of them on this show. Okay, cool. So we can go down there and see where that all ends up. I can hear a train somewhere. Definitely a train down there. And so, on one of my earlier episodes, we were over by the Platte River, and we explored a train tunnel. And where we're at now, this is the bridge that runs into the tunnel, is down right over there. So we're right on the other side of the river. Looks like it won't be too hard to reconnect further up here. So let's give it a shot. You can see there's like cars around. Well, we got ourselves into quite a little adventure today. This building is extremely loud. Okay, so we've been down that street, kind of in that street there. Okay, this must be what's making all that noise. Well, you can patrol the property all you want. I'm on the sidewalk, motherfuckers. Alright. Lots of people out here today. I suppose we keep heading this direction. Right now we're heading to the north and west, in case you were curious as to what direction we were heading. Apparently that railing, which is there to guard you and prevent you from falling, is high voltage, so please don't touch it. I know it looks like you're supposed to use it to get up but you're actually not. It will electrocute you. Let's keep going. Maybe it's not a train I hear. You can hear that noise. Sure sounds like a train. Or maybe it's that truck. Okay, so that's where we were at. That interesting train car we just saw is down over there. We should see it around this bend here. So it's kind of far down the bend, actually. Like a weird depot. there's the Platte River Trail on the other side of the river there, where the highway is. We've been there. There's that strange train car, and then there is a bridge that goes across down there. And now we're on this side of the river. And as you can see, terrain's really uneven. Gotta watch your step. Alright, well, let's get off the highway, or the railroad property. There's the highway. So we've been all across there before on an earlier episode. We just managed to make it across the street now. Looks like the railroad just kind of ends up here. Look. Okay, so there's the highway. We've specifically been in that underpass before, and we saw that it ends over here. So here we are. This is where this stretch of railroad ends, which is probably why that tunnel exists. There's lots of people in this area today for some fucking reason. Chick-fil-A waffle fries box. Alright, so we're getting more towards a main road. We'll see where we're at. Killing me. Here's a public service announcement from Grizzled Survivor. Don't smoke out in public, okay? Never consume marijuana out in public. The cops, as you can tell by my show, will come after you so hard, and everyone is going to rat you out, as you can tell off my show. So don't do it. Alright. Well, let's see where we're at. We're on Bryant Street, which I don't have any clue. So... Alright. So where did we end up? This street has to go under the highway. And then we can continue our trek homewards. We're actually not too far south of where I live. We're just a hell of a lot further west. You check. You drink it and you check it back up. I've been down here before. So there's a stadium that looks like dead ahead of us. Alright, well, so we have a new area to explore from. Next time we'll just take, instead of going clear down to Alameda, we'll have to remember this. We can come down to 6th and Bryant. let's mark that in our GPS, because this is as far as we're going today. We're actually headed back towards my house now. This is as far out there as we're going. We might wander down to the end of this little thing. Oh yeah, we can't go that way. Okay. So I guess we're not done. I was just going to cut across 6th and get back home. I've never been to this area before. Except I think we kind of have on the show before. I think I can see it even. You can see the smokestacks. So the Platte River Station's right up there. We're technically by Lakewood Gulch right now, kind of. We're a little bit further south of that, if you remember the day I went down Lakewood Gulch. I'm going to try to figure out how to annotate those in my videos, too, links to these old videos. I'm going to take more time on my videos this year. We're a year into it. I feel like I should be doing better than just cobbling shit together. Okay, so apparently that's 6th Avenue there. Let's see what's down this street here. Actually does go over to another street. There's 6th Avenue. We're only about 6 blocks south and about 20 blocks to the west of where I need to be. We're by Robinson Dairy. I can see the Platte River Trail over there. Once we get up here to 8th Avenue, actually, we'll be able just to walk across. And that's probably where I'll cut my episode off for the day. Because at that point, we won't be anywhere we haven't been before. We're skirting areas that we've seen previously on the show. Right now, we're actually skirting those areas. Yep, there's the Platte River Station dead ahead. Try to work our way back towards the Platte River Trail here. Little area here by the Robinson Dairy Warehouse. There's Denver. Okay, so we're on 7th. We only need to go up one more block and we'll connect to where we've been before. Which is good because I'm beat. This has been a longer trip than I anticipated for just a camera test. We've been out for quite a bit of time, and it takes me quite a bit of time to walk to some of these locations. I have a bike that I'm going to be working on. It just needs inner tubes and air. But, yeah, so you can't get out this way. No matter what you do, there's no outlet. So we're going to have to turn around and go back down to 6th. Or go back up over this way, I suppose. Oh, there's just no outlet dead ahead. Okay, I'm like, there's no outlet anywhere here. Ooh. Let's go look down there. I think I know exactly where this is, actually. So we can kiss goodbye to this area for today. We will be back. Just remember, next time we can cut down 8th Avenue and get over here. Although I can't guarantee that we're going to be back here tomorrow. I may, because by the time I get back down to this area tomorrow, it's going to be really late. And so I'm not sure it's going to happen. Well, it looks like we can just go this way. have been here before. That's the area that says no trespassing, and we're not going to go there today because there's a truck watching us right now with a person inside of it. But here we are. We've been here. We're wrapping it up now. We're on 8th Avenue. So thanks for joining me today on the Grizzled Survivor Show. Feel like we got a lot of good footage and really gave this camera a pretty decent test. I have no idea how the footage looks because I don't have a screen on this GoPro. So your guess is as good as mine. You got people fishing down there. Yeah, probably not a good idea to be doing too much trespassing, but I know exactly where we're at now, and it's an area that we've been meaning to explore for a while. We've only really briefly been over here, so we'll definitely be back. But we have been here specifically, and we would be doing more, but there's a lot of people out today, and we don't want them to rat us out for trespassing. So thanks for joining me today on the Grizzled Survivor Show. And welcome to 2018. We've been at it about a year now, like over a year. We've been at this, and thanks for sticking with me. This year we've got a lot more adventures to be had. That is for sure. And we're headed up there. You can see the Platte River Station there. I don't know if I actually want to go up to the Platte River Station or if I just want to go back up over 8th Avenue and head that way. Guess I'm making a choice here. It's really 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other in reality. They both kind of take us back to where we need to go. This is a good spot to end the episode there with a glimpse of the Platte River Station there up ahead. We'll be hitting that area over there the next time we come down this direction. Gotta cross the street. Alright, we're killing the camera, guys. Thank you so much once again for joining me, and happy survival. Found a little bonus area on our way home here. Not a hotel. Must be apartments, but it certainly looks like a hotel. Transmissions, it looks like. No, like we're at transmissions and parts. Just a good view of where we're at, where we've been. Platte River Station up over there. Look at these fucking offices, or apartments, whatever they are. Very weird. The therapy box. And here's to areas we haven't seen before, you know? This year's gonna be a good year. inventory I've never seen or heard of before. This is harking back to some of the first areas we explored. See me standing beyond the no trespassing sign. How cute. This is an area we've never been, although we've passed by it many times. We've just never had access to go through here because the fence is always closed. Not the most inventive of areas, really. Nothing too interesting here besides the garbage. Just to show you how quick Denver's developing, we've been down here before. There's the Platte River Station down there and Restaurant Depot. The one day there was a lady that yelled at us out of a dumpster. It was behind Office Depot, and you can see now they're redoing this whole area. So things move quick in Denver, Colorado.